Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little breakdown. I've been on my trip maybe 10 days now, and the van and the storage and everything's working out really great. But I always watch these videos, you know, as leading up to getting a van, and I just kind of wanted to show you how I was doing it and how I had everything kind of organized in there. So check it out. Let's check out the view real quick. Beautiful morning, maybe 65. But so anyways, I've got the cooler out here on the ground. I'm getting ready to eat breakfast. It usually would sit right here. And we got a couple mosquitoes, but it's early enough in the day. Anyways, so I'd usually have the cooler set up here. I've got all my stuff that I use, like my bug spray. I've got some plastic cups, all of my shoes, paper towels. Stuff that I need real quick is right here. And then I've got some up here in the front. I've got my tripod ready, my hats, towel. I've got my Colorado Atlas down there, some water, some granola, some of my charging cables and stuff like that, sunglasses. So I keep everything that I need maybe while I was driving, and even here at the campsite right here. I'm by myself, so I don't need this second seat. But I keep all my gear that I need pretty quick right here. And then I've got everything else in all of my backpack collection, like I know we all have. I've got a backpack collection, and I just kind of keep those geared up. This is kind of my bike riding one. This is my main one I keep in the van, and then I've got another one for hiking. And I just kind of move my stuff throughout there. And I leave them here if I need to get to them while I'm driving. You know, if I need a different camera stand or whatever. And then also the cooler I'll put in backwards. If I need to reach back and grab something to drink or whatever, I can do that also. And then I can get into it from the door too. I just pull the doors up and reach over. So I keep everything real handy here. And then underneath here, I've got my bag of shoes. You can see that's my kitchen, which I access from the other side. I'll show you that. Here's the stove. And then I've got a lot of different things. I've got my extra screen, some extra towels underneath there. My fishing rods and fishing equipment's on the other side. And that works pretty good. Over here, you know, it looks like, you know how it is camping. It's getting a little disorganized and stuff piled up everywhere. But this is basically how I do it. I've got a couple of jackets down here. And I've got my Airline travel suitcase with extra clothes. That just slides in and out of there. And then I've got my main big duffel bag that has all my clothes in it up here. And I can get to that in the night if I need a hat or whatever. I kind of use that as a bedside table too. I put my phone and a flashlight and stuff on there. I've got my lantern here. The van has a lot of different storage compartments, so I've got some water bottles, stuff like that. I keep clothes that aren't quite done. Those shorts I only wore a couple hours, so. Anyways, that's kind of my dresser and closet area, if you will. You get focused in. And it looks ratty, but I've just got a bunch of different kind of Indian blankets, and I got a real cool giant poncho. I got that from a cool guy in California. That makes a great blanket also, so. Just keep all that on there. If I want to slide in there during the day and take a nap, I can. I don't have an air conditioner yet, but that may be something I'm getting pretty soon. Got the bike rack on here. I'm getting ready to ride up to the peak today. But this has that nice feature where it pulls away. And then I can open the back door. Hopefully nothing falls out. So back here I've just got more stuff. I've got like my wetsuit and all that. These are my curtains. I just keep them in that bag during the day. It's easier to move and store. Then I've got all my additional water, water tank, but I've got all my tools and straps and extra paper towels and some window cleaners, stuff like that, bungee cords, a machete, obviously. I keep all that right there. And then if I want to move these jugs out of the way, grab those. Just take those out. Then you can see this pops out of here, and it all fits almost like puzzle pieces, but I've got some more stuff under there. Paper for starting a fire, life jackets, fishing stuff, my oars, paddles, all that. Paper towels, lantern. Got a little extra room there. I keep stuff that I really don't want to get to as often underneath here. But I've got plenty of room. I haven't felt at any time through the whole trip like I was like I didn't have enough room. And then the minivans are nice too because they have 2 doors. They have one on each side. And then again, I've got my fishing stuff there. And I just kind of, if I have a crevice somewhere, I can stick like this, stick my jacket in there, or stick some more extra water, maybe some golden grams. But there's my kitchen tub. It's got my dry goods, soap, silverware, dishes, towels, stuff like that. And we'll pull that out of there, but it just slides out of there also. And then any holes I have left, like I say, I stuff a jacket in there, maybe some clothes. I've got some towels down here. You can see my fishing rods. There's a nice little area created here. And I've got my fishing rods in there with my paddles. And the cot helps protect those and keeps my fishing rods nice and safe down in there. So it all works out pretty good. Sometimes I'll leave the windows open like this if there aren't a lot of bugs and let the air blow through and just chill. I know it kind of looks like I just got stuff thrown in there, but everything's really organized, really accessible. This time I used the kayak, or I used the roof rack for the kayak, and I haven't used it a whole lot yet. I'm getting ready to take it down today. There's a beautiful pond slash lake. It's pretty big. Down the hill, I'm going to fish that via kayak this afternoon and into the evening. So mountain bike today, and then kayak later on. Where I was going with that is I also have a big roof storage unit. It's just made out of rubber. It's not one of the hard ones, but it'll fit up there too, and actually holds quite a bit of stuff. I put all my outside stuff, my lawn chairs and fire gear and stuff like that in there, so I can use that. Also, having the hitch on here, I wanted to buy a Toyota Sienna that had a hitch, and luckily this one did. I've got this really strong bike rack, and so I can put my bike back there, save room, still have access to the back. So, van's working out great. I'm loving this van life. I'm hopefully going to try to take advantage of a bunch of weekends the rest of the summer and fall, get some camping done. Beautiful out here. Loving the van.